I still can't say the word death. Even after a year, I avoid it. March 24th, 2026. This marks 1 year since my dad passed. I say passed because even now, I still struggle to use words like death or grave. They feel too heavy, too final. Instead, I find myself saying softer things, like he left or that he's in Dad's garden. And honestly, I think that says a lot about where I am in this process. I'm gonna say his passing felt sudden. Not because it happened instantly, but because no one in my family was truly prepared for what it would feel like. And even now, I'm still recovering from that day and everything that came with it. The emotions, the memories, the weight of it all, it's something I'm still learning how to carry. There's a line from an Atmosphere song that says, "Leaving me was probably the best thing you ever taught me." And I don't think it was my dad's best lesson, but I do think it was his hardest. My dad was the definition of a free spirit. Aside from working full-time, which he definitely did begrudgingly, he lived life on his own terms. He rode his Harley Davidson, read books, and collected things he loved. Jewelry, cologne, records, cars, motorcycles. He was simple at heart, but he also appreciated the finer things in life. More than anything, he loved spending time with family and close friends. He was the kind of person who would tell you good morning and good night every single day, and he meant it. He was genuinely interested in people, even though he'd sometimes say he didn't like them or understand most of them. I think his heart was just too pure sometimes. So pure that the harshness of the world would get to him. It could leave a chip on his shoulder. He never really understood why people couldn't treat him the way he treated them. And honestly, in a perfect world, they would. It always bothered him when people were impatient or cruel, especially when it came from something as small as a bad day, or for no reason at all. My dad had a lot to say about life, and my siblings and I, we listened to all of it. The good, the bad, the complicated. And looking back, it was kind of amazing to see someone with such a kind heart also carry such a tough exterior. That was my dad. I wouldn't consider myself a daddy's girl. I've never really liked that term, but I was very close with my dad. My parents had me young. There's only a 19-year age gap between us, and now that I'm 39, I can honestly say we kind of grew up together. When you have a good relationship with your parents, you just assume they'll always be there. I thought mine would be, into their 80s, maybe even 100. We all think there's more time, another call, another visit, until there isn't. Was our relationship perfect? No, but it didn't need to be. My dad didn't follow some standard of what a good dad is supposed to look like. He just showed up the best way he knew how, while still trying to figure himself out. And I got to witness that. I saw him try, fail, and learn, and then get back up again. And he passed those lessons on to me. He was real. He was raw. He taught me it was okay to feel deeply, but not to give yourself to people who don't deserve it. He taught me to watch actions, not just words, because that's where the truth is. And now, I miss the little things the most. The talks, the random calls, the texts just asking how I'm doing. My dad wasn't perfect, but he loved hard. And he didn't need perfection. He showed his love by teaching us, by shaping us, by reminding us that in the end, all we really have is each other. I could talk about my dad forever, and honestly, I probably will. But I'll leave you with this. If you love someone, even if you don't always understand them, try. Try to meet them where they are. Stop trying to change them. Just love them. Check in, spend time, laugh together, because we always think that there's more time, until there's not. If you made it this far, thank you so much for listening and letting me talk and remember my dad. Every time I talk about him or say his name, it reminds me that even though he's not here with us in the physical world anymore, he still lives in my heart, and he's always with me in spirit. Until next time, thanks for watching.